In this video, Pecco Bagnaia feels that too much caution could lead to trouble. Jack Miller doesn't understand why Fabio Quartararo stayed with Yamaha. Marc Marquez in favor of reducing aero to improve racing on the track. Manager reveals why Bastianini is so keen to win. Alberto Puig reveals Marc Marquez still has discomfort in his right arm. And Luca Marini proposes minimum weight limit in MotoGP. My name is Sankalp and this is your Racing News Fix. With one hand and four fingers on this year's MotoGP World Championship, Pecco Bagnaia will arrive at Valencia to end Ducati's 15-year drought of Riders' title. Having a 23-point lead over Fabio Quartararo means that scoring just 2 points at Valencia would be enough for Pecco to claim the crown. So in theory, with 8 Ducatis on track, Pecco crashing his bike beyond a rideable condition while Fabio takes the victory is the only way for Pecco to lose the title. Pecco says that although so much is riding on one race at Valencia, his target is to approach the weekend as any other race weekend because being too careful often leads to trouble. Pecco said, "Normally when you are too careful, you can be in trouble because you are in the group and then it is more difficult to do things. The front tire pressure and the temperature goes high. So I will try to do like always, not like Malaysia because I crashed too much. But be smart, understand everything, and then in the race if I have the possibility to win, I will try to win. I will wait for Friday in Valencia hoping for dry session and then I will see what will happen." The fact that Ducati locked the front row at Valencia last season and locked out the podium as well should give Pecco more confidence of doing well there. Fabio Quartararo on the other hand faces yet another mighty uphill task where somehow winning the race alone is not going to make a difference in the final outcome. Trading in his red Ducati Desmo Cadici for an orange KTM RC16, Jack Miller claims that he believes all bikes in MotoGP today are competitive. Miller also raised the question on reigning world champion Fabio Quartararo's decision to stick with Yamaha despite his constant complaints of lack of horsepower. Miller said, "Many people say that Ducati is the best bike on the grid. That is what they say. But we have to think that all bikes are good and competitive. The Austrian RC16 is really good. I will focus and work hard to get it right. Nowadays all bikes are fast and powerful. There are no inferior or disadvantaged bikes." Fabio Quartararo keeps complaining about the low power and speed of his M1. So why did he stick with Yamaha? I maintain that all MotoGP bikes are good and he had the opportunity to change. Why didn't he? Today there are no bad bikes. All brands are competitive. While Formula 1's attendance numbers are higher than pre-pandemic levels and still growing, MotoGP's popularity has not quite recovered to the levels before 2020. There are many theories about the downfall ranging from Rossi's retirement to lack of bitter rivalries in the paddock to races being processional in 2022 due to heavy aero effect. After the Malaysian GP, Marc Marquez was asked how MotoGP could attract more people. Going straight to the aero issue, Marc said, "I have been saying it for a long time. I have been riding in MotoGP for 10 years and you are relying more and more on the bike and overtaking costs more. I know they are prototypes, but I would be in favor of reducing the aerodynamics a bit to improve the show." After close calls at Misano and Aragon, once again Enea Bastianini rode the whole race glued to Pecco Bagnaia. The race was nerve-wracking for Ducati bosses and no one quite understood why Ducati wouldn't ask Enea to hang back. After the race, Bastianini's manager Carlo Pernat explained why Bastianini is so adamant to finish as high as possible. Pernat revealed that the bonus component for finishing third in overall standings is a huge number, some even suggesting it to be as high as in 8 figures. Pernat said, "Sure, it is not easy to maintain a situation like this because you have something more at stake. For one rider to stay on the back, it is not easy. It is money. You are a professional. For sure we arrive with a smile, but we are professionals, so it is important to arrive in third place." After a series of strong results for Marc Marquez, Honda team manager Alberto Puig was asked about his rider's progression. Alberto Puig said, his doctor already told him that from a bone point of view, he was ready to race, but in reality, he still has discomfort at the muscular level. He still needs some time, but it is also clear that he could not do this before. A progression has been seen, he feels it and is getting happier. And continuing the arguments going on between Scott Redding and Alvaro Bautista over in the World SBK paddock, Luca Marini wants to propose a minimum weight requirement for a rider to race in MotoGP. Marini said, It cannot be that they have not yet introduced a minimum weight in MotoGP. There is no minimum weight. There is a difference of 10 kilos between another Ducati rider and me. Why should you penalize a bigger rider for weighing more? At the beginning of the season, I finished every race with the rear tire very worn. Do you think it is really true that all bikes in MotoGP today are competitive, or is Miller just kidding himself? Let's chat in the comments below.
Hi guys, if you like this video, give us a thumbs up.